stage 1. If you clear stage 1, you come to a process called filling up of PIQ. What is PIQ? Personal Information Questionnaire. These are standard forms available on the net. I will share the link with somebody. Place of maximum residence, present residence, where are you coming from, your details of family, mother tongue, your education qualification, class 10th marks, class 12th marks. Quite, we have to follow the rule. Sleeping is allowed, talking is not allowed. Okay? Now we had some girls of which collected? Odisha are already talking amongst themselves. Okay, not permitted. Okay, good. So we were on PIQ form. You have to fill up a PIQ form with great deal of care. And details of family members, father, mother, brother, sister, their education, their income, your height, weight. Then you come to hobbies, interest, you come to games, sports, number of SSB attempts, what has happened in them. So this is all is filled up in PIQ form. So can somebody tell me what is the difference between interest and hobby? Let me see if some cadets are smart here. Who all will look down, who all will look left, who all will look right, and who will have the initiative, who will take the initiative to answer this question? Yes. Okay. Yeah, you have to speak loudly. Good. Anybody else? One cadet from here. Yes. You have given up? Okay. Second cadet.
Hobbies are activity we do by our own happiness, and when we do hobbies we get happiness and more interest from this activity. And interest is the thing when we plan our goals in that and we choose our career or we want to settle on that topic.
Okay. Good. Okay, last answer. Yes.
So interest is something that intrigues us.
Were you dancing on the stage? You were the girl.
No, sir.
You were not the one. Okay, understood. Okay, interest is something.
That intrigues us.
Intrigues us. Okay, good.
And hobby is something we love to do.
Okay, good. This question has been coming to me, and when I was doing the interviewing officer job for 2,000 candidates, most all of them were males. I've never interviewed SW cadets. So I found that if we don't understand what is a sport, what is a game, what is an interest, what is a hobby, we are not able to give out information correctly. Do you agree? So when a simple form like this can get complicated. Sometimes I meet candidates, they say, sir, hobby, hockey, sports, hockey. What else do you do? I play hockey. So I try to find an answer to this question of interest, hobby. Interest is something which we are interested in. We could be interested in so many things. Meeting new people, traveling to new places, reading books. Hobby is something which we do vigorously. So an interest which we pursue vigorously becomes a hobby. Is my understanding of these two things. Whether I'm wrong or right, you can decide, but since I'm standing here with the mic, so this is the best answer I can give you. You can have an interest of web designing, you can have, what are the interests you can have now? If you follow my definition, what are the interests, anybody would like to say, what are they interested in? Any cadet, what are your interests? Suppose I ask you an interview. Anybody? Maharashtra directorate. Where are Maharashtra? Yes. Which directorate?
Maharashtra.
Yes. What are your interests?
So I'm interested in dancing, drawing, traveling, reading books, meeting new people, reading about new cultures and heritage, and I also like to know about space.
Oh my God, she's there is SBA this thing. What are your hobbies then?
So my hobbies are I dance and I swim.
Now swimming may not be hobby. Swimming may fall into sports category. That is my understanding. So like you have 6 interests, something which you pursue vigorously. where you put your money also, so that is dancing, where you're passionate about, that becomes a hobby. Now swimming will probably shift into games and sports. Okay, good. Let me see any other cadet this side. Yes,
I'm interested in botanical research
loudly. Interested in?
botanical research scientist.
Interested in botanical research scientist. Okay. So is this a interest? Anybody? Okay. So you want to sit down? This you are interested in.
Yes, sir.
So you're interested. You want to become a botanical research scientist.
Yes, sir.
So that is a goal. That is your ambition. It is not an interest.
Sir, but I do that job with my interest.
Understood, understood. So that's what you see. Please sit down. All of us are right. Nobody is wrong. I'm just trying to clarify, based on my experience of 2,000 candidates, how we get caught in this simple activity of a life. What is your interest? If you don't present it well, interviewing of some things you don't know so much, or you also get confused. So I have given you some definition. You discover some definition and find an answer for yourself. If you go for an armed forces officer interview, if you are interested in cooking, good, there's no problem. But what interest should you present as a part of your interest and hobby, which will make an interviewing officer interested in you for making you an officer in the armed forces, is an answer which you should give. Are you understanding? So this PIQ form is, although a simple form, personal information questionnaire, but becomes complicated if you don't fill it up well. And why do you need to fill up PIQ correctly? Because the interviewing officer has access to this PIQ form and psychologist has got access to this PIQ form. GTO does not get this PIQ form. Okay? So in this also people ask you about father, mother, their education, their income. You must have some idea about them. Where is your father working? Where is your brother working? How much money is he making? How many attempts have you made? What would happen? Where you screened out? Where you conference out? So have you understood PIQ form? Okay, good. If you get PIQ form right, yeah. So if you fill up PIQ form, thereafter there will be an officer who will give you briefing on the day one, which is called duty GTO briefing, duty officer briefing. That officer will brief you that you are there in the board, this is the schedule of test, this is the area where you can visit, this is the area where you cannot visit, deposit of mobile phones, these are the rules you have to follow, these are the rules you don't have to follow. If you are keen on cracking SSB, then what should you do? Should you follow the rules or break the rules? Simple answer. So follow as many rules as possible, put your best foot forward, don't be interested in meeting and greeting, because everybody has come to get selected. There are people who do psychological warfare. Somebody will tell you, I know SSB, I've already cleared there, I've just come again. Somebody will say, I know the president of the board, I know this. So those, don't get into that trap. Focus on your test, rest well, follow the rules, fill up PIQ, rest in the night, and prepare for day 2. What happens in day 2? What happens on day 1? Screening in. Thank you. What are the 2 tests in screening? Intelligence test and PPDT. Once you get it, you get screened in, then you have PIQ form, duty officer briefing, then you sleep in the night, and then you have to wake up for day 2. On day 2 in the morning you have psychology test. Okay? Now one of the best advice I can give you is that you always write psychology test with good amount of rest. If you're well rested, you will be able to answer all questions with great degree of clarity, and whatever is your true side will come out. So rest well in the night, get up early in the morning, finish your routine, finish your breakfast, and normally psychology test starts by 8 o'clock in the morning. By this time, the strength of candidates has reduced from maybe 100 to 40, maybe to 30. I had a batch in Visakhapatnam where 106 had come for stage 1, and I selected only 6 in stage 1. So stage 2 strength was how many? 6. I had a batch in Visakhapatnam when 380 had reported for PC logistics. Okay. So we have a media interaction now. So we will go through media interaction, and after we will recommence the session. All of you will please remain silent, and so that That is that. If anybody wishes to go out for something, is free to quietly go out.